Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Anderson again, and some people have accused me of being a Dragon Ball fan. I can't imagine why. Can you figure it out? How about you? Can you figure it out? I just have no idea why. Yeah, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, and in particular, I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. So there. Anyway, I happened to find out about this famous uh, live action version of the movie called Dragon Ball the Magic Begins. And boy, this was a delight. And I will put the link to the video that I watched in the description below. Or actually one of the many, because there are quite a few of these links, and this is the official one provided by YouTube, so I'm gonna put that in there. So yeah, this movie is special. I would dare say that it's much better than say Dragon Ball Evolution has been that one's the worst. That one the worst live action version of the story. But I could tell that the people that made the movie had real inspiration and real desire to make a faithful Dragon Ball adaptation, but they lacked the rights. Yeah, this is one of unlicensed movies, because I guess Toei, the people that made Dragon Ball Z, among other things, they didn't want to share their rights with other companies, so this group had to make their Dragon Ball story or adaptation with some changes put into it, and the finished product came out to be more like this being Journey to the West, the inspiration for Dragon Ball, and then Z and so on and so forth. So this is actually a very good story. And funny thing is that I was in the middle of reading this, and I got to page 180 something, and I lost my place in it, so I'm gonna restart again. But yeah, that was actually the inspiration for the actual show and manga. So I actually have all 4 volumes of it. I still haven't gotten to one of them yet, but I'm gonna do it eventually. It's a good story, by the way. Anyway, this it's really kind of special, this adaptation, because to get the right to the actual characters, you have to assume that what each character was meant to be. Like, for example, instead of Oolong being an anthropomorphized pig with a evil Chinese communist outfit on, they go with more of a fat guy that can transform into a pig demon, like Zelda, Ganondorf. And instead of King Piccolo, he's got more of a how should I put this? He looks more like a blue kappa monster from Japanese mythology. And does that really appeal off? I mean, this one it's more or less like a combination of Pilaf with his minions, followed by like the Red Ribbon Army type thing with guns and lasers and all that stuff too. But yeah, they also include Goku, which they call Monkey Boy in this one. With Master Roshi, I don't know what his name is in the movie, but they have him playing with the main bad guy, the King Piccolo Sin, and he's more of and they do like a beam struggle with Monkey Boy lending his chi power to Master Roshi. No wait, I'm sorry, wait a minute. Grandpa Gohan, he lends his spirit power to Master Roshi, much like say the bowling fight in one of the bowling movies, or Cell, or Gohan versus Cell. So it's kind of like a mishmash of all the Dragon Ball Z story teams rolled into one. And it does get a little confusing at times, but it's all fun. So anyway, it's Monkey Boy without Goku's stereotypical hair and iconic hair. It's more like an Elvis bouffant more than more than spikes on his head, which is kind of funny. Anyway, they have a fight with men and then demons and looking for dragon pearls. Yeah, in this one, and not really Dragon Ball, they're more like translucent dragon pearls, which is really funny because when they have the girl Sito, which is the boomer that the boomer character standing. Sito says to Monkey Boy, "Don't touch my dragon pearl." Now this is very funny to me, especially because me and my father have a little joke going around that says that Asian women consider their special place to be pearls. So when she said "Don't touch my dragon pearl," it could also mean something a little bit more different than when they plan on the movie. Anyway, they don't have Grandpa Gohan dying in it, so they have him being kidnapped by the bad cat monster, and they say that instead of just mixed martial arts, they say that let's harm it. Master Roshi is actually good at kung fu, and he uses the staff, which looks like a snake head, which again looks like Aladdin from Aladdin and Jafar and that kind of thing. So they have him shoot lasers out of it in his hand. Very much different than the Kamehameha, because you need to have a certain pose for you to do that, and you have to do the word Kamehameha. But in this one it's like pew 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 lasers, like a sumo wrestle, like pow 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 type thing. It's actually really funny. So they also have the Desert Bandit Yamcha. And truth be told, he's got pretty much identical personality to this one as the manga and the manga. I think that he's also in the Journey to the West book 2. And let's see, there's also for some reason I think we got that right in Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball Evolution characteristics of him, which is something that I don't want to see that often. They did something good with that, so I'm going to wash up my mouth with soap later on. But they had that Yamcha in it, and he's petrified of girls, in particular Sito. But instead of Flying Cat as his champion and pet, they have an annoying cockatiel bird, which is really annoying because it keeps on repeating the same old stuff well, you got a dragon pearl, you got a dragon pearl, and it's really, really annoying. I hope that if they were to make another movie of this, they wouldn't make that burden of fried chicken or something. But anyway, he did do a pretty good job with showing that he's competent with his sword to the point that he can knock off Monkey Boy's power pole attack, which is something that was gathered from here too. And that was there's also the fact that he already mentioned he pacified girls. And they also meet Ron, which I don't know what they call him in this one, but he's a fat big demon guy. And he's like a lunchless monster, like the Moroku. And but then he knows of a guy that is a kung fu master that's even more of a pervert than he is. And yet Master Roshi is a pervert in this one. But I feel that they take the whole Turtle Hermit thing a little too far. Because they show Roshi actually getting his head, extending his head when he's hot and bothered by Shito. And then he buries his body in his shell like a real turtle would do. And that's kind of cute. The way to do it, what they do with him. But they do it with they have the part where he gives Goku the flying Nimbus, which just ripped through the cloud. And of course, you know that he's the one that can stand on the Monkey Boy, because Mr. Roshi is too he's met Master Roshi. And I think that pretty much stands to reason why he can't get on the cloud. But my question is, Shito can get on the cloud with no problem. Even though she can be selfish, she can feed into Master Roshi's perverted desires and all that, and she's aware of her own sexuality. So I don't get why she can get on the cloud too, because you need to have pure heart to get on the cloud. If anyone cares to tell me why that is she got on the cloud, feel free to let me know. I can understand why Chi-Chi can do it, because she is innocent, even though she's just like Chi-Chi. But I can't understand why the other one can do it. Anyway, let's see it. They do that thing where they switch up the Dragon Ball for something of Master Roshi's, and instead of showing off her bottom, like doing the show, because they never established that Goku, or Monkey Boy in this case, removed her panties to give Master Roshi a nice little view and everything. She decided to go and show him her own little Dragon Balls. And it's funny because these people are they look more the age of what you would expect from the cartoon and manga. For example, Monkey Boy looks like he's about maybe 13 or 14 years old, the actor. And the girl that plays Sito is like somewhere around maybe 16, 17 years old. So she's about Boba age in the comics at least. That being said, they got Thai actors to play the role of all these people, which I don't mind one bit. I think that they're good, and the dubbing is just the right amount of awkwardness and weirdness that comes straight from something like this. and the words don't match what they say whatsoever. And let's see here. But instead of doing it herself, she has a Oolong transform into her and gives Master Roshi a little show, to which Oolong has fun with it. And he makes her breast bigger, much like, say, the TX in Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. So, it would actually be fun, but the thing I want to know is, how can Oolong transform into something that he doesn't actually see for himself? You know, not to be weird or creepy or perverted or anything, but how can Oolong transform into Sito, where actually her 100% body format, and then make himself bustier by that logic. So anyway, they also have like martial arts in the movie, and they have Monkey Boy and Roshi doing like cheap work. That's like I can see the wires. So anyway, they have that. And then they have Yamcha over there fighting with Monkey Boy and all that. And then they have the bad guys come in and they have him shoot the island and the Kamehameha, they send into that. And then that's super cool because I think what they would go for is a mind character that was the blonde lady from like the Masters of the Universe. So they are fighting with everybody, including the soul. And then she dies. She gets a little blood in her mouth to represent her dying and stuff. So that's pretty funny because they offer up the dead dragon pearl for Grandpa Gohan's life. And it's funny that he has the same haircut as Monkey Boy. So they fight each other. The Cabra guy releases Grandpa Gohan, and then Roshi ends up fighting with Kappa Monster, beats him up, does the beam struggle with him, and Gohan helps him out with his ki power, and knocks him out and they all kill him and stuff. And you might be wondering, with this rather shitty bootleg of Dragon Ball, will they involve one of the primary characters in the show, Shenlong or Shenron? Well, yeah, they do have him in it, but they have him like as a cheap knockoff golden version of Shenlong. And it's actually funny because this Shenlong looks an awful lot like what you would get from Dragon Ball Evolution years later. This one came out in 91 though. That one came out in, I think, 1909 and 2009, I think it was. So yeah, it's actually really jarring how much 91 Shenlong looks like when they came out 25 years later. Actually, no, 28 years later. That's really funny to me anyway. Yeah. No, 18 years later. Yeah, 18 years later. So, yeah, it was actually funny to see him like that. Complete with the antlers on it too, like Shenlong would do, but his eyes look kind of weird. It looked like they were wearing like, sunglasses like Bato was wearing Ghost in the Shell. You know, they say, I will only get one wish, but this time the wish is for each person. So see to get the wish, you get wish, you get wish, you get wish, everybody gets wish. So yeah, it was actually pretty nice. Sito and Yamcha get together and they make all the babies. I'm sure after the sequel that will never happen. And we have the Powerful, we have Monkey Boy Goku, which is pretty much the Monkey King from Wukong. And yeah, this movie's alright. It doesn't deserve the title of worst ever Dragon Ball Evolution. Definitely gets the top for that for live action crap. And the movie, thank God I read part of this book too, because otherwise I probably wouldn't gotten the references and such. But yeah, I thank you for watching my video on Dragon Ball The Magic Begins. It was a good adaptation, decent, the effects were good, but I give the piece seal of approval, even though Master Roshi and the other guys never got nosebleeds like in the bigger Japanese manga and the cartoons that would go on be a stereotype and joke for all anime after that. And that was the year. If you like what you hear, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also contact me for future information on videos. Call me or text me at 631-707-3707. Wait, you can always get me on, follow me on Twitter or X, PNelsonPro. Also, you can, you can get my email at jjviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, guys, absolute anyone that likes manga or Dragon Ball animation or anything about me, just comedy is fun and everything is fun. And the jokes still land properly in this adaptation. It's pretty good. So peace out, my brothers and sisters. And I'll see you in the next video for you girls and guys in Sunland. Sayonara, Auf Wiedersehen, arrivederci.